اعمل لدنياك كأنك تعيش أبداً، واعمل لآخرتك كأنك تموت غداً. Work for your daily life as if you live forever, and work for your hereafter, your legacy, as if you'll die tomorrow. This Arabic proverb by Amr ibn al-As empowers us to envision and plan a life with intention for the present and the future, a powerful state of being well with our well-being. But in today's fast-paced world, how do we navigate well-being? Well, picture it. A parent of 3 kids dropping them at school, running to the big meeting, and coming back home to cook dinner. A young professional juggling a 9-to-5 job with a side hustle. A healthcare worker doing the night shifts while also taking care of an ailing parent. Well, for many of us, we don't need to picture this. That is our reality. Life pulls us in every direction. We are distracted and detracted from taking care of our own well-being. But what if I told you that there is a way that you can wake up every day feeling focused, clear, and content? You are navigating the storms and the quiets of life. I want to introduce you to the VIP CWRE framework. And yes, VIP CWRE is spelled with W because we all love a good acronym and I had to be creative. Think of your well-being as a ship navigating the ocean. Your vision is your destination. What do you want your well-being to look like? The I is your treasure, your intention. Why do you envision it that way? And the P is your provision plan, your map. How do you want to achieve it? But every ship needs a strong core. Your capacity, your crew and engine, your abilities and resources. The W is the work that you're taking on, steering the ship. The R is your resilience, your rudder and anchor that grounds you through the storms of life and pulls you back from adversities. And emotional intelligence is your captain, navigating your emotions effectively one day at a time. So how did VIP CWRE come to be? Well, 30 years ago, I was having a conversation with my parents, thinking about life and career choices. My father, a sportsman turned public servant, and my mother, a teacher, imparted their wisdom. Whatever you do it with compassion and intention, and find joy in it. That is a career worth pursuing. That is a life worth living. I love my parents. They are wise people, but pressure much? Well, I took their sage advice to heart, and for the next years, I took on a medical career where I was able to have the privilege of taking care of the well-being of my patients, although sometimes at the expense of my own. And suddenly, things changed. One day I was at the hospital, not as a physician. I was a patient. I got to endure what my patients experienced firsthand: the stress, the confusion, the ailment. And for the next year and a half, my ability to navigate, to work, to study was unsteady, sometimes stormy. But my experience and understanding of well-being was never the same. For the next 2 decades, I embarked on this journey of extensive research, work, collaboration through the lens of evidence-informed, integrative, and lifestyle medicine, as well as the science of healthcare delivery. And here's what I found as common threads about well-being. When it comes to well-being, we as a society, as healthcare systems, as public policies, we view it as merely the absence of illness. We are thrusted in circumstances and situations where we take care of the others at the expense of our own. And even when we are able to take care of our own well-being, we don't know how to do it, or we feel stuck, or don't know how to sustain it. Raise your hand if you can relate. Well, you're not alone. Extensive data shows, including from the CDC and WHO, that over 30% of us, US adults, experience social isolation. Over 40% of people age 45 or older have at least one chronic condition. And only less than 10% of us can sustain or enact healthy behaviors in our lifetime. These numbers are concerning. They also show the challenge we experience as individuals and as a society. But I'm a researcher, I'm a physician coach, and a cautious optimist. Where I see challenges, I also see opportunities. So how can VIP CWRE be our own opportunity? Well, VIP CWRE brings 7 different constructs that have been extensively studied and shown their impact on well-being, but they have never been together in one place. So here you have one tool that is accessible, realistic, dynamic, and meaningful for you to work on your well-being, no matter what your well-being is: physical, emotional, spiritual, financial, political, within the context of your life, your preferences, your values, your abilities and resources. It is uniquely yours. Let me share with you a story of a patient of mine, Sarah. Sarah was a 53 years old, dedicated mother and teacher who lived with diabetes and hypertension. She was overwhelmed by managing her own care while also putting everyone else ahead of her. She came to me, referred by her primary care physician, feeling aimless, just overwhelmed. So after having some discussions, I brought in VIP CWRE as part of our conversation. And as I asked her the question, what is your VIP? She identified immediately that she's always started from a place of provision, a plan of action that never aligned clearly with a vision or intention. So she transformed her way of seeing that. She moved from a place of, I want to lose weight, I want to diet to look good, I know I'm dying of diabetes, to, I am living mindfully, eating carefully, and enjoying living with my husband and being energetic for my grandkids. I exercise and move, making the commitment at least 3 to 4 times a week. So now she got her VIP vibe on. But then, before we moved forward, she took thoughtful inventory of her core values. So for that, we looked at her capacity. We celebrated her successes, prior successes, but also tapped into resources that helped her maintain those successes. Working with her primary care physician, working with a dietitian, partnering with her husband as her cheerleader. And for the work, we identified multitasking as a challenge for her, so she started delegating tasks. She also transformed her mindset from all or nothing to celebrating the power of tiny habits, small, meaningful changes. She's a resilient person, but for emotional intelligence, in a pivotal moment, we found out that she struggled with shame. And by having the courage to admit it, she partnered with a therapist, transforming her experience of shame to celebrating vulnerability as courage. Sarah did the work. She committed to it. And over 16 months, she lost 31 pounds. She received promotion at work. She inspired her husband and 2 of her best friends to bring VIP CWRE as a framework to help them the path forward. She leveraged that for her personal, professional, and community level. So how can you take VIP CWRE as a framework into your life? Well, it's got to start from that VIP, that they have to be aligned clearly for the now and the future, near and distant. And then take inventory of your capacity. What resources are available to you? What do you need to support you? And when it comes to the work, what can you take on? And what is overwhelming you? What needs to change? And for resilience and emotional intelligence, think of all the strategies that could be of help to you. Stress management strategies like gratitude, mindfulness, acceptance, even humor. Partner with the experts. Learn from resources available to you at your communities. And remember, as you are taking this journey, VIP CWRE is a tool that is meant to make well-being yours. It is neither about perfection nor about solving all the problems. Rather, it is your path forward. It guides you to see what available resources to you, identify your possibilities and the barriers, honor the limitations, being resilient and content with that path forward. So you're not just surviving the storms, you are skillfully navigating the seas of life, one wave at a time. For me, my VIP statement, part of it, has been being an agent of change, inspiring and conspiring with others to transform healthcare settings from conditions, diseases, and statistics to people, to stories, humanizing medicine as the true art of healing. And VIP CWRE is a tool that can help us with that. اعمل لدنياك كأنك تعيش أبداً واعمل لآخرتك كأنك تموت غداً. Work for your worldly life as if you live forever, and work for your hereafter, your legacy, as if you'll die tomorrow. That is a VIP life worth living.